I think children love it. I mean, people do like coming to farms. Farm animals are intrinsically attractive.
Cows, chickens, pigs and sheep have very different lifestyles to humans. It's important that we do research into the needs of farm animals and how best to look after them.
They've got cows, they've got sheep, they've got a horse, they've got pigs, and a cockerel too. Let's all go down on the farm. Let's all go down on the farm.
The Farm Animal Care Trust, or FACT, was started in the 1960s by Ruth Harrison. It supports scientific study into animal behaviour and animal welfare.
Ruth Harrison was one of the pioneers of animal welfare. She was very much against keeping animals in small cages and mutilations. And she started this charity really as a way of trying to promote research in animal welfare and to educate the public about animal welfare.
FACT have teamed up with FAI Farms here in Oxfordshire, who agree that good farming and food production needs good welfare and care for the environment. With thousands of visitors each year, from school children to farmers, FAI allows FACT to reach out to a wide range of people. The trailer helps to keep the children safe. They can see the animals close up, but are not allowed to touch them.
The Outdoor Classroom is an initiative that we've got here, which is basically to allow schools to understand farming, where their food comes from, a whole lot of things about the countryside, to do it outside in contact with real animals. We also are developing our educational programmes for older children, so that a lot of things link in, we hope, with the national curriculum.
Well, these are some of the cows that we have on our farm. You can see them, they're really inquisitive. They come all the way up to have a look at us and see who we are. So this over here, can anyone see one of the cows has a ring through its nose? What's that one called? Called a bull.
When you get children and animals together, there just seems to be some sort of connection. It's very interesting when you talk to children about how you expect animals to behave. Children get it straight away. Their parents seem to have much more difficulty in understanding it.
The chickens on this farm come outside and forage under trees, not surprising for an animal whose ancestors come from jungles in the tropics.
But what happens if you grow a chicken too quickly?
Will they explode?
They won't explode, no they won't.
The pigs are given plenty of straw and live in stable social groups. You don't see the aggression and tail biting that's seen in pigs on some other farms.
One of the things that FACT wants to do is to develop a network of pioneer farmers, people who are already doing good things for animal welfare and making it work commercially.
Part of the sustainability of the future of any system is that it has to stack up economically. If David as farm manager can't make money out of the enterprises, then we're out of business, we're out of farming business. So we can't dismiss it as being an irrelevance.
I've been impressed by the willingness that they've got to embrace new ideas and to go looking for new ideas. Of course everyone's got their own preconceptions to how something should or should not be done, so we're here to be converted.
Mike today has spoken about what future agriculture has because of the growing population and the need for food. Well, it still needs to be paid for through the production system, and there's a lot of elements in there, including government input, that are going to be some major debates now in the next few months, really, let alone the next few years.
FAI now have partner farms in Brazil and China and links with farms across Europe. This really is an opportunity for sharing ways to improve animal welfare across the world. There's still a lot to do.
So I like to think that this is good research, will help farmers into good practice, and through its educational programme will help children and eventually the public to realise that good welfare is important.
From what I can gather, the only least favourite bit of school visits here is when they get on the bus to go home.
A pig, sheep, a chicken.